Hello and welcome to the Electric Bike Report. My name is Pete and this is the Priority Embark electric bike in for testing and review. This is a new e-bike on the market and it really focuses in on low maintenance. It's got the new Bosch Active Line Plus mid-drive motor, the Gates carbon drive belt, the Enviolo CVT rear hub, which is a continuously variable transmission, and a lot of other interesting features. So this is a video overview and I'll have the full review for you at electricbikereport.com. So with that, let's get into the details. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the 6061 aluminum frame and fork. So first of all, this is using hydroform aluminum tubing, and they shape the tubing to create strength where it's needed, to incorporate the battery location, to create some additional standover height with a swooping top tube right there. And so first of all, let's take a look at the head tube connection. The down tube itself has sort of a hexagon shape to it. It's very large. The top tube is somewhat triangular, so a lot of large weld connections to the head tube. And then taking a look at the front fork here, these forks have very large blades, just kind of matches the overall look of the frame itself, so it blends in well. The front hub has a through axle, so provides solid side-to-side lateral stability for the front wheel, which is really good for cornering. And coming back here, you can see that top tube swoops down for standover height, and that's a nice fit feature. Then you've got the battery integration into the down tube, so nice, kind of blends in with the look of the bike, but it's also a great location for just the overall weight distribution. And then the connection here at the motor mount, there's very large weld area there for the down tube to motor mount. Similarly with the seat tube, it's been enlarged as it gets to that motor mount location, and then the chainstays are rectangular. So overall, the connection at the motor itself is very solid, which is a nice feature. And then coming here to the top tube to seat tube intersection, kind of see how the top tube has somewhat of a triangular design to it, and then the seat stays are a rectangular section, so a lot of weld area there. Then on the back here, this is an attachment point for a rear rack if you want to install that. And then down here at the dropouts, these are a horizontal sliding dropout so that the Gates carbon drive belt can be tensioned. But overall, some really nice details to the frame and fork, the swooping top tube for standover height, battery integration, and just the overall style of the bike. So this is the Bosch Active Line Plus mid-drive motor. It's a more compact design than the previous version. It's also supposed to be lighter, and it provides quite a smooth and quiet ride. It's one of the more quiet mid-drive motors that I've ridden on recently. And it's a 250 watt motor that goes up to 418 watts of peak power and 50 newton meters of torque. Here's a look at the other side of the Bosch Active Line Plus mid-drive motor. You can see it's a compact design, and it really blends in well with the overall look of the bike. So one of the highlights of the Embark is the Gates carbon drive belt, and this is a nice upgrade compared to a typical chain because there's really no maintenance to worry about. You don't have to lubricate a belt, and it also stays much cleaner than a typical chain, so you don't have to worry about getting your pant legs dirty. It's also just a different ride experience too. They're very smooth and quiet, and really nice transfer of power from your pedal power and motor power to the rear wheel here. And Gates claims that they last at least twice as long as a typical chain. What's interesting too is that the frame is designed so that it actually comes apart right there. By undoing those two bolts, it comes apart to install the belt, and then the belt is tensioned by the rear horizontal dropouts. Okay, so once your pedal power and the motor assist power is routed to the rear wheel via the Gates carbon drive belt, it is run through the Enviolo CVT rear hub here. And that's a continuously variable transmission within this rear hub. And the nice thing about this is there's basically no maintenance. It's a fully sealed system, and so it really matches the theme of the Embark as far as just a very low maintenance bike overall. There's really no maintenance to be done on the drivetrain per se. And another cool thing about the CVT is that instead of specific gear ratios, like most e-bikes generally have 7 to 10 gear ratio options, this has a continuously variable gear ratio from basically the low to the high end. So it's kind of like adjusting the volume dial on a radio. The grip shifter on the handlebars, you can just really fine tune what gear ratio you want to be in. And the other cool thing about these is that you can shift while you're pedaling or not pedaling. So if you come to a stop and you just want to quickly adjust the gear ratio to be in the best gear ratio to be in for accelerating from a stop, you can do that, where most typical derailleur systems don't allow you to do that. So this is the Bosch PowerPack 400 here on the down tube of the frame, and this is a great location for the battery pack because it's centered and low, very similar to the mid-drive motor here, and the overall weight distribution on the Priority Embark is really good, just centered and low distribution of the weight, which is good for the balance of the bike and also the overall handling. So this is a 36 volt 11.1 amp hour battery that provides the power for the motor, and it also powers the front and rear lights as well. Alright, to remove the battery pack, basically unlock it with one of the supplied keys. It comes with two, and here's a look at the battery pack connection there at the bottom, and the connection at the top of the frame there, and then down at the bottom there. And then to reinstall the battery, it's basically the same in reverse. Click it into place there at the top, take the key, and you're set to go. So this is the Bosch standard charger here that's included with the bike, and it plugs into the bottom of the battery attachment point on the frame. The battery can also be charged off the bike as well, and charging an empty battery to 100% takes about 3.5 hours. So here's a look at the Bosch PowerPack 400 removed from the bike, and the charger plugs into the bottom, and then there's another look at the Bosch standard charger. Okay, let's take a look at the handlebar area. So first of all, this is the ergonomic grip here. It has a bit of a wing on the back of it here for wrist support. There's also a lock-on collar so the grip won't rotate. Then these are the Tetra hydraulic disc brake levers. This is the front disc brake lever. There's a set screw so that you can adjust the reach of the brake lever to fit your hand. And then this is the Bosch Purion display right here. And you can see that it shows your current speed. This is an estimated range feature based on your battery level right here. And these plus and minus buttons generally change the different pedal assist levels. So that was Tour, and then Sport, and then Turbo. And it goes through and estimates the range for all these different pedal assist levels. And then you can also get other information like your trip distance, and then you can get your total odometer, and then your estimated range. So a lot of nice features built into the relatively compact display, but you can see a lot of information right there. There's a few other features, and you can check that out in the full review. Coming over here, this is the Enviolo grip shifter here, and you can see that right now the shifter, or the CVT, is in the in a higher speed situation, like you're riding along the flats. But if you want to change to the lower end of the gear range to climb hills, it shows you right here that you're climbing a hill. And as I mentioned before, it's sort of like a volume dial on a radio, so you can just kind of tune it into the gear ratio that you want to be riding in. And again, you don't have to be pedaling to change the gears, and that's the nice thing about this system. So then you've got the rear Tektro hydraulic disc brake lever, and then the ergonomic grip right there. So to slow things down, Priority went with the Tektro hydraulic disc brakes with 160mm rotors on the front and back, and these have a nice solid engagement feel and good amount of braking power, as well as nice modulation from just a little bit of braking to full stop. So these are the WTB 650 Plus Horizon tires, and these are 27.5 inch by about 1.8 inches wide. Have a really smooth, efficient tread pattern, and they have a bit of air volume so that when you run them at the lower pressure range, which is around 35 psi, they can absorb some of the bumps and cracks in the road. They also have these nice tan sidewalls that add a bit of style to the Embark. So let's take a look at the ride position. So first of all, you can see the handlebars are fairly wide and relatively flat, kind of a mountain bike style to them, so nice bit of leverage. And you can also see the ergonomic grips here. They have some wings that provide wrist support, and Taking a look at the stem here, you can see it's a relatively flat and long stem, which is good for performance riding. And similarly, the seat, this is a WTB Pure saddle, which is fairly narrow for efficient riding. And so this is the performance setup here. There's also the comfort style, which has a shorter stem that is a bit higher, so it's a more upright position, more comfortable. You can see around a little bit better. And on the back, they're using a Sailor Royale saddle that has a little wider profile. So you can choose those two different styles when you order the bike. So let's take a look at the accessory package. So first of all is the LED headlight here, and it has a nice aluminum casing and quite a bit of beam to see the road ahead and also to be seen out on the road. And then the plastic fenders here, full coverage fender with the mud flap at the end. And on the back here is the full coverage plastic fender, and also the rear light that runs off of the e-bike battery pack. And then you've got the kickstand that is mounted to the frame there, and the height is adjustable so that you can adjust the tilt of the bike when it's parked. Okay, so that was the overview of the Priority Embark. Make sure you check out the full review at electricbikereport.com. That includes a bunch of detailed pictures, specifications, ride characteristics, range test results, pros, cons, and overall thoughts, all at electricbikereport.com.